Hey everybody, Dave Nassani, 5 minutes of Dave's Hammock Wisdom, CaregiverDave.com. Today I spoke to a guy who I knew, business associate, a vendor really, and he was telling me something. I said that, I forgot what brought it up, but he mentioned that he hasn't seen or spoken to his son. I asked him how old his son was, because he likes to ride motocross. And he's like 50-something. And he says that there's lots of father-son teams out there riding. I says, what about your son? And he says, oh, no, my son's like 30-something. I said, well, does he have any kids? He says, yeah, but, I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I said something and said him years ago, we haven't spoken. I said, really? He says, yeah. I says, well, you know what you should do? See, I'm offering my wisdom unsolicited to somebody. And I don't know if he's going to do it, but it's great wisdom and he should do it. But here's what I told him. Because who knows, maybe there's somebody else who has a similar problem and that you can glean off of that wisdom. That's why I'm telling you this. Because usually one person doesn't only have the problem, right? So I told him, listen, here's what you need to do. You need to show up at his house. He's in a different city or a different state or something. I said, show up to his house unannounced with a box of his favorite whatever and just tell him, I've been thinking life is too short. I wouldn't want you to have to come to my funeral regretting that the last words we had were not good words. So I'm here. I'm still alive. Let's talk. Let's have it out. And not have it out, but, let's let bygones be bygones. And he just looked at me and smiled, and he changed the subject. You believe that? Here I'm giving him $1 million wisdom. He should do it. It will work. 99.9% it will work. And if it doesn't work, then he goes back the next day with another good thing that he knows his son loves. And if you just keep coming back day after day, plan a whole weekend. Get there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. By the time Sunday comes around, if he hasn't already, he will. So that was my advice to him. I don't think he took it because he kind of ignored it. So if any of you have a relationship that is on the fritz, a father, son, mother, daughter, cousin, brother, sister, I know there's lots of sibling rivalries going on there. I know some that may never get solved in this lifetime or even the next lifetime. But, it just depends on how much pain they caused you and if you really want to get right with them. I have another relative who's like in her 70s, and she had a child out of wedlock when she was like 25. And she has no idea who this child is. Hey, Fran. Hey, Susie. No idea who this child is. And I says, in today's age, you're old, you're alone. Find your daughter. It's easy to find adopted kids these days. She won't do it. She won't do it. Because I personally think it's because she is afraid of rejection. What if she doesn't want to see me? Blah, blah, blah. I says, you'll never know unless you try, right? The pain of regret, just wondering for the rest of your life, I could have done that. I would have done that, right? Remember Marlon Brando in the water at the waterfront? I could have been a contender. I love doing that impersonation. Well, anyway, this is 5 minutes of Dave's Hammock Wisdom. I better get on my hammock, otherwise it doesn't count. So that's my wisdom for you. I hope it helps some of you people who have estranged relationships with a loved one or a family member. So God bless you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.